someone go and tell them to leave already? I said, huh? How hard is it to learn a couple of heroes at a time for a few hours? You expect to adapt things without having the heads of the whole time. This. Guys, this better not be what I think it is. Hi. You know this is private property, right? Meaning no intruding and no fighting on it. Yeah, and I care enough about giving the rest of the city the same courtesy at the moment, because some of us need a few hours out of the day to get some decent rest, because we feel like trash right now. Well, you look like you've seen better days too. So how about you go and put yourself to bed early and not cause any more trouble for the rest of us? Oh? And what problems am I causing you other than exposing you to an infection that's probably going to knock the wind out of you worse than if you got punched in the gut? Because I'm not the one hanging out in public trying to ruin people's days. You brought this on yourself when you came here. Yes, I'm not on the clock right now. Whatever my subordinates do on their own time is on them, not me. Well, as far as I'm aware, their only job was to keep you guys busy for the next few hours outside of town so you don't bother me or anyone else. Okay, I'm trying to throw you a bone here. No civilians are being targeted, so I don't see what the problem is. Don't you have law enforcement to help take care of all the miscellaneous stuff for you? You know what? I'll give you that. But I'm sure sending even one of your buddies to keep an eye on the city is already an improvement. Lucky for you, I just need some sleep. So the worst you're going to deal with today is a couple of hours of tag at best. Because I don't have the mental capacity or the care to cause problems for you all on my off days. Yeah, you and the rest of the Hero Coalition don't live in my head rent-free on the weekends. Shocker, I know. I don't care what day it is, I just want to go to sleep. Do I look like I have the energy to do anything else? Exactly. So stop bothering me. I don't know what you're talking about. If my subordinates aren't causing trouble in the city or doing anything illegal, then there should be an issue. All I did was tell them to keep you guys preoccupied for the rest of the day. I never specified what that meant. They'll play board games or invite you out to lunch if I ask them to. Is that what you want instead? Well, that's the best I got, because I can't promise you we'll be making changes to our personal moral compasses. So take it or leave it. Beggars can't be choosers. You want to know why I asked them to keep you busy instead of giving them the day off? Because I already have trouble sleeping at night while you're out here beating up your other enemies around the corner at the worst times possible. No. Have you ever considered that the reason you have so many enemies to begin with is because you're the problem? Yeah, well, you're not doing yourselves any favors when you decide to bother us even outside of our normal scheduled hours of mischief and mayhem. Monday through Friday, or as needed. Depends on whether you're causing extra trouble for us or not. Then we'll work overtime without pay. Of course I'm not being serious. I do things when I can and when I want, because we'd never get anything done if you knew our every move. You know, maybe this entire illness was all a part of my ingenious plan to throw you off. Oh, God. Or maybe I purposefully got sick so I wouldn't have to deal with you for the next week or so. Either works. Well, if it's not working now, I can give you a reason to leave me alone. Do you want my germs all over your face? Because I've been coughing into my elbow like a civilized person for a while now. I couldn't stop. Well, guess what? You've already been exposed, because I'm almost entirely sure that I'm still contagious right now. Throw hands if you want, but you're either losing to me or your own immune system. I don't think you want I don't think you want to be like this. Honestly, this will probably kill me faster than getting into a fight with you. Just don't get any ideas. I don't know, maybe I'll drag you down with me. Might put us both out of our misery. One less nuisance for all of us. I already feel like I have one foot in the grave, so anything is a win at this point. You know, the longer I talk to you, the worse I feel. So take that as your fine for today. Go home and pat yourself on the back. Then prepare some medication and meals for the next week, because you're going to end up with the same thing as me. Honestly, if you're willing to call us even, I won't send anyone to bother you for the upcoming week, and you'll leave me alone so I can get my rest. Yeah, at this point, I'd rather they do something actually useful, like getting me something for my throat, or opening the door so I don't have to spend 10 whole minutes talking to you. Don't even start. I know exactly where this is going. I'm not trusting you in my kitchen, and I'd be counting my days if I accepted any medication from you. I don't care whether it's sealed or not, it's got your germs on it. Yeah, the nasty hero wants to hijack your brain and make you give it to your intrusive thoughts about visiting your enemy while they're sick. No, don't get any ideas. My immune system is already holding me against my will. I don't need you forcing your presence on me. Yeah, perfect time to strike or whatever. But remember, that goes both ways. But for the record, no, I'm not visiting you when you get sick. No point in laughing when you're faithful, you'll just end up getting me sick too. So I'm good. Yeah, so let's leave ruining each other's lives. We're both on the clock, alright? Truce for now. Good. Oh, it's nothing. Just letting the lackeys know what I need from the store. They'll be out of your hair soon enough. If you want to make sure they're actually doing what they're supposed to, then be my guest. But their punishment is coming from me if I don't get my meds in the next 30 minutes. Well, have fun with that. I'm going to wallow in self-pity until they get here. Sure, I'll believe that you can when you've given me some space over the next few weeks. I could use some more time to myself, and I think this will be the perfect opportunity once you start coughing up your lungs, like me. You're beyond doomed to bed rest at this point. There's no turning back. How about a month-long vacation for us both and the city at large? I'm sure everyone will appreciate it. Trust me, I could do without seeing you guys for even longer. But I know that's not going to happen. So I'd rather agree on a time frame now so that there's no confusion later down the line. Don't worry, I'll honor it for my own sake. Well, Well, if there's anything you should trust, it's that I'd rather be asleep right now than talking to you. Is that a good enough reason for you to call it a day? Great. Have fun not being able to breathe properly tomorrow.